Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're watching the Crypto Hamster channel, and today we'll talk about a very important thing, namely, what is the what is better, investment or trading. Um, I will just tell you my short understanding, my opinion about this issue. So let's begin. Um, as you know, we have many um, changes of the price of the Bitcoin over the time. So you can either buy at the very beginning, like whatever, not the beginning, certain time, and then you can sell after a few years, and that will be actually long-term trading, or you may treat it as investment. But basically, investment here at that point, at that sort of concept is still trading. Um, Maybe any investment it's at some point is trading. But anyway, if you buy and sell only like after a few years, I would call it investment for the Bitcoin. If you will buy it, or maybe at least 1 year or something like that, if you'll buy it today and sell it tomorrow, or if you buy it now and sell it 10 minutes later, this is trading. And of course, you can distinguish between very short-term trading, like day trading, or swing trading, or few months, not few months, but like let's say week trading or something like that. The idea is that if you, let's say, invest at the certain time, and then let's say you bought somewhere around uh, January 17th, and you sell it in January 18th, apparently you'll have around 20 times profit over your initial investment amount. However, and it's pretty nice, of course. However, you may see the changes, as I pointed out here, of the price during this period. You can see again those increase and decreases of the prices. You may actually sell at the peak and buy at the bottom again during this period. So of course you will have more profit in that case. You will have additional percentages on these trades within this period. And this is trading. That's why trading is better. So but actually, of course, you can make mistakes. So if you don't make mistakes, or you make like a few mistakes, a very low amount of mistakes, number of mistakes, then trading is better for you in terms of the profit. Profit is higher for that case. But if you will make a lot of mistakes, then maybe investment is better. The idea is that still, potentially, trading is more profitable. It's just a matter of the skill, right? However, there are a few points you shall consider when you do your trading, or when you do your investment. So basically, you need to either choose or combine them, and I just want to highlight pros and cons of each of them. So trading, again, it's buying and selling frequently, maybe even several times a day, or a lot of times a day. And investment is buying and holding for relatively long time. Again, it's a relative thing. Um, so here's the here are the things which I would like to mention. So trading, in principle, you need to be very experienced, educated in this field to know how to do this, because it's actually very complicated. So you may easily make a lot of mistakes. On the other hand, investment is simple. So if you um, believe, or you expect that, let's say, Bitcoin will increase in price, you just buy it now, whatever the price is, and then you will sell it after a couple of years and have your profit. You don't need to know what are the factors which will change your price day after today or whatever. and it includes actually a lot of the indicators, the news, the fundamentals, and everything. So investment is much simpler than the trading. Second thing is the fact that trading is more time consuming, and you need to spend a lot of time in front of your terminal. You need to make analysis, go through news and everything. But investment is actually quite what we would call passive. Um, um, how to call it? Passive income or passive work or something like that, because you bought your Bitcoin at some point and you don't do anything with that. You just wait until it will, like after a few years, and that, let's say I will buy it now and I'll sell it 2 years later, and certain date, certain time, whatever the price will be. You may need even to you may even not need to track the price at all. Okay, third thing, trading is rather stressful, I would argue, because you need to be very attentive to the price. You need to check it a few times a day, whatever frequency you use. So it requires a lot of the nerve of yourself. On the other hand, investment is really relaxed. Again, you just bought, and that's fine. Um, so far, you think that, oh well, trading is so much worse than investment. Let's go further. Um, Trading is actually very flexible, because if you, let's say, made a wrong deal or something like that, you can also always um, cancel your deal by, like, let's say if you bought too high and the price goes lower, you can sell it and then buy again at an even lower price. So it's easier for you to make fewer mistakes, and your funds are always active. Like you may have bitcoins, and then you have fiat, and then you have the altcoins or something like that. So your um, funds are active, they always work. But in the case of investment, your funds sort of frozen. So you bought your bitcoin, it stores somewhere, it doesn't do anything. Next thing, this is the most important, which I already mentioned. Trading is very profitable if you do it right. Some people say no, well, in crypto especially, it's so crazy market that you better just to buy and hold it, especially for a newcomer. Yeah, that might be true, because it's not so easy to be a good trader, especially in the crypto market as well. But potentially, trading is much more profitable than investment. On the other hand, trading is very risky, because since it's very hard, complicated, you may easily make a lot of mistakes. Investments Investment is also risky, of course, because any investment is risky. The price of your asset may go down, but it's a bit less risky. Let's say if you buy Bitcoin, I believe personally that it will go higher in price, so it's not that risky. But in trading, actually, you can make, like, I don't know, few tenths of the bad trades, and your portfolio will go little to nearly to zero. If you do it wrong, you can make one bad trade actually. Next, trading works always in any kind of conditions in the market, like whether it's bull market, or bear market, because trader can always, like, using let's say marginal trading. You can sell without or you can buy, of course, if you want, if you expect the price go higher, but you can sell if the price go lower without having basically the asset, by using marginal trading and everything like that. But in case of investment, it works only at a bull period, when you buy a certain asset, and you have a profit only if the price of the asset will grow. Of course, you can pick the certain asset which will grow, but presumably, but it may not happen, and that will ruin up your all your strategy. Finally, the trading is sort of driven by the market, I would say. It depends strongly on a lot of the factors in the market, in the other players. The price can be very speculative, and especially in the crypto area, crypto sphere. So it is not really positive thing to my opinion, in my opinion. But in the case of investment, you basically better to make investment based on fundamentals. So how the price can be, well, of course it's very relative, but still how the price can be estimated regardless of the market conditions, but just from the fact of how of the like intrinsic value of the product or the asset. So if you believe that, say, Bitcoin is underpriced, the prices of Bitcoin is lower than it's like real price, intrinsic price, then apparently you believe that at some point price will be higher, regardless of the current market conditions or the conditions of the market during this path. So in that way, investment is better. So you see here I made this few points for trading and investment. In principle, I would say, in my opinion, maybe investment is a bit better, especially because it's really hard to have this optimum between the spending time for the trading and having it profitable enough, more profitable than investment case, because you need to spend a lot of time for learning how to do this and be successful. But in case of investment, you will spend much less time, and you don't need to be that much skilled and don't have that much knowledge. And it's in that way it's a bit better. But of course, you need to have funds and just to freeze it for a while, and then finally you may have some profit or not. So that's it basically about this subject, which I want to say that you need to maybe you might to think about what's your type, to watch which type you're inclined to, and pick one or another according to your like inner character or something like that. And please go ahead, but just consider those things which you may find interesting, I hope. That's it for today. Please subscribe. You will find more interesting and useful video for newcomers. And again, soon we'll have even some advanced stuff, because it's basically a lot of the basic stuff already covered. So soon we'll be covering even more interesting things. Thank you for being with me today. Hope to see you next videos. Goodbye, guys.